15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
All right, here we go already. Yeah, Mr. McCaffrey.
On first down, it's Darnold. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble.
Oh, come on, Birmingham. You got to jump that type of route, bro.
Second down. This defense for the Jaguars, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And now look at this.
Yeah, you got lucky.
Perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the ball. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp.
Yeah.
Take it away from the other team, and now you have a chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Looking at
Make sure you cut that other light out.
After the loss. Now Darnold. There's Tremble, the tight end.
Oh, keep on. Keep on. I'm going to get you, Tremble. Don't worry.
At the Jaguars' 29-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now.
Oh, welcome to the stream. Hopefully it's
nice play right there to stop
someone else in my opponent.
Defense continues to play
If it is,
yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold.
Oh, Piggy! Come on!
That's what you're going to need to do against big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. Buying time to his left. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there, keeping the toes inbounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0.
Oh, man, this ball should have been mine already.
First drive is any indication. Looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive. Able to throw it almost at will.
Oh, snap.
But 3 points serves as a nice notice of how this offense is going to move.
Oh, snap. I don't like this already.
Now a first carry here for Robinson.
Okay, out of here with that bullshit, man.
Just a 3-yard gain there.
If y'all gonna give him that, give me my stiff arm, bro. That's all I'm saying. If you gonna give him that route, that angle, give me my stiff arm.
Get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd down and 7. Now Lawrence. That's caught by Hollister. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Robinson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd and 8. They go play action now. Lawrence. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're going to
Good route.
First down as the tackle's
Good route.
made at the Panthers 37.
Good route.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons.
E-M-E-P-E.
Absolutely no. They want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll run for the first time.
Don't get out of here with these bullshit ass tackles. Man, get out of here with them bullshit ass tackles. Yeah.
Up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish
Yeah,
an inside
baby.
run with toughness
Bullshit
now.
ass.
Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lawrence. Dixon complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 16. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On 1st down, it's Robinson.
And this was a nice way to sneak in there and get 3.
About the 14.
Or 2.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get
I hope you cut that light out, didn't you?
Last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's trash.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's brought that just outside of the 10 at the 11. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They run. Robinson.
Oh, let's go. I appreciate you. Appreciate you backing him up. Appreciate you.
James Robinson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars.
Here you go, brother. Here you go, brother. Here you go, brother. There you go, brother.
Right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
There you go, brother.
After the touchdown, now to keep this one away.
Wrong shit. Oh, come on,
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Oh my God, let me switch.
This drive will start at
Hit.
the 25-yard
Let me
line.
switch. And hit. Oh, bro, that would be nice, bro. Let me switch and hit you. What a good Lord split you. Oh, jeez. I really don't want to live out of this game, but looks like I'm gonna have to get used to it. Here we go. There we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3.
Watch McCaffrey now.
They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They must have
Oh,
something.
shit, he wide. Wide the fuck over. All right. That's what you using.
Put some points on the board, but this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold.
Got that ass.
Intercepted.
Got that ass. Got that
so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one up.
some of that day one inch.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Oh,
Get another shot on offense. Pick 6, and now the kick is away. So we feel it inside the 5.
Oh, give me the hit stick already, bro. Come on. Come on. Oh, there we go. Ooh, no, that ain't it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin.
Hey, watch that McCaffrey. Watch the McCaffrey. Oh, you're so cute. I like how they want to get the plays and my dude don't get off like that for real. Come on, bruh. Come on, y'all. Don't handicap me now. Come on, man. Get to this joker. Nah, bruh. We there. We in now. Light swim well.
On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time.
Yeah.
In fact, he can boast
Running.
that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
He's tearing us up over the middle.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against.
Hey, we getting off.
No, they're going to take care of the
But all they doing is just chipping away. That ain't.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Hey. Perlicious. All right, man. Why I'm trying to blow him up? I'm telling you, bruh. I flicked it. It's man, that boy is woo. Woo. Oh, I was flicking it hit. And watch 82.
Back to throw, Darnold.
Told y'all watch them up. Come on, man. He done went to it like 3, 4, 4, 5 times.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender.
That's my fault. Yeah.
A very important third down
That's
conversion
my
right there, because
phone
when you're
right
trailing
there.
and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in the second quarter.
Oh, man.
The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Off of play action.
Get your ass down. Got him. Got him. Because he was showing up about the right over the middle of the field. Got him.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining.
Yeah, bro, we diving. Hey, I know, man. I know. I know. User pro. Oh, yeah.
To throw is Darnold.
Good run, mother.
Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 4. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Oh, well, I mean, you can't know what that's a lot of shots.
I just like that, like, on back straight.
Yeah, I mean, all you can do is just put it on there and just keep it on there. Otherwise, the medicine's on your hand.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A 6-2 is their record for the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think the road gets a little bit tougher for them.
Ain't gonna let me go.
I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment too.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. First down and more, ETN.
Let's go, baby. There you go, baby. There you go, baby.
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. So for Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Into the wrong OD.
They'll run on first down. It's Robinson, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play
Just
himself,
whatever y'all do, just don't spill nothing in that new refrigerator.
On play action, Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Oh, yeah.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. Robinson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Robinson again. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. Now Lawrence. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. A big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them. That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. So they got some pressure, maybe hoping to get a safety, and they get roughing the passer.
And gave up a pass completion as well. Nothing really went right on that play for them.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And for Darnold, this may be a free play.
Oh, jeez.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Here's Darnold. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him early, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. From the 29, Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to 25 there. last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pin. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have
Yeah,
to
what's
just
good, man?
listen, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off.
I'm already in. I'm in my league game right now. I'm playing in the TUS right now.
Take this one down to about the 20-40-yard line.
Well, I'm playing this new dude. I'm playing this new dude that done came in the league and snuck and beat Chris. Oh, you didn't know that?
That's why I wasn't that big to learn.
Yeah.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
What Chris said.
Nothing. He said that the guy wasn't any good, but
Great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, the first half, there really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Darnold now to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Wide open receiver, complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Meanwhile, Darnold's throw complete there to Moore. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing again is Darnold. His throw incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. They'll drop it off to McCaffrey. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Darnold. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now this throw caught left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And he's got this down to the 35.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll run it now with Robinson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Shaq Thompson gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better. than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case. Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he gets this up just shy of the 15.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He sets to fire deep. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. And he'll get this back across the midfield. Striping down to the 47-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Play action. It's Lawrence. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Lawrence. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 26. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game. But it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack. Going to stop him short of the 1st. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And his kick is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Now Darnold. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Faking the give, Darnold. There's Trimble, the tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll try the left side with ETN. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. On second down, it's Robinson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll run again here with Robinson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Darnold on first down. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's a 2nd down. Darnold to throw again. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
From the 27, Lawrence throwing the out route incomplete. That's Dixon. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make 3, 2-18, touchdown.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now here's Robinson again on 2nd down. Robinson, a first down and then some. Stiff and shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 73 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play there out of the running game.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll try to run with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Darnold to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Darnold. That'll be caught by Anderson. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking first down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. So down only 2 now, still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Dixon complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned.